So about 2 weeks ago we grabbed our smaller nukes. This is the hive that I showed a little earlier, which had like a frame and a half of bees if that, and a little patch of brood. We put it on top of a strong unit, newspaper, an excluder, and then the strong unit underneath went up, merged with the upper unit, and boosted this top unit. So what we're doing is we've called out a bunch of fives that didn't winter as big as we wanted to. It's just little patches of brood. And there's about 2 frames like this, a brood and bees, just below threshold. So we're just transferring over top, the same as the single colonies we were doing. Come back and check for acceptance. These little guys seem to be chugging along. They just don't have enough bees in the box to see, there's just not enough in here. Have you found her?
She's in there already.
She's there? Oh.
She's decided to take a walk on the queen excluder.
Hey.
I really don't like
on the wild side, is she? So this is what we're doing today, just transferring some of the fives just to get above the population threshold, and then we'll come back and check them out. I'm just going to show you what we're seeing now. We are a day or 2 away from stripping off these top boxes to reestablish them on their own. We'll just count to see what is actually going on inside. So the hives are bringing in nectar. The bees are in a good mood today. So it's a good time to divide resource. Okay, so here's one frame of fresh larvae, and on the other side here's a solid frame of brood. Second solid frame of brood. Third frame of brood. And this side going back into honey. So this side is fresh nectar. I'm not seeing the queen yet, but she'll be in here somewhere. So this little unit, if you look back in my videos, was, you know, a very small unit, but the queen was last year's queen. It was made up in the summer, so we wanted to keep her around. We put her on top. Those bees moved up. She was able to reestablish her nest with the increase in bee population, that bee threshold that I'm always talking about. She got above that and was able to start laying out her brilliance. So we're going to mark us up as a success. So what we're going to do is we're going to strip off these salvage units, probably starting tomorrow. We're going to strip off these salvage units. The nest underneath is maintaining 3 or 4 frames of brood, and we're going to put another box on top of all of our hives in the apiary starting tomorrow, going through next week. So what we've done here is utilize the extra strength in the bottom colony to boost the weaker colony, and by doing that we've pretty much removed the split from this hive. We're maintaining that. We're maintaining all the work we put into those queens last summer.